going, okay? Another thing you should have seen before, I know you have in Course 3, is two-way table or frequency tables. A two-way frequency table is just a contingency table. It's used to show how two categories are related, okay? Take a look at this example down here. We have, we're talking about two options. So notice attending or not. So 66 freshmen responded to the survey. Okay, and whether they're attending it doesn't even say attending what, whatever. So they're attending something, okay? So notice the two rows represent they're either freshmen or sophomores, so they're one or the other, and then they're attending or they're not attending. So those go together, rows go together. There's 150 total, so these two would add up to all the freshmen. These two will add up to all the sophomores. If I work vertically, these two add up to all the people who are attending, and these are all the people who are not attending. Okay, so a couple new terms. This is new to me because in 8th grade, in the curriculum in Course 3, we don't talk about this. We just call them relative frequencies, and then they specify when they ask. They actually refer to these two as marginal frequencies. So this is the frequency of people attending or not attending of the total. This is the frequency of people who are freshmen and sophomores compared to the total. And then these are joint frequencies. Joint because this is relating the two options. So this is freshman and attending, this is sophomore and attending, this is freshman not attending, sophomore not attending. So it's how the two are related. They're jointed, okay? And so we're going to just create a couple of these. Construct a two-way frequency table. My advice to you is just make the first one always your column. So it was found that we are talking about students who own laptops and don't own laptops and own four-wheelers. So I'm just going to go own laptop and no laptop. And this is own four-wheeler and no four-wheeler. Now we're going to take those numbers from this paragraph and place them in there. It was found that 45 students own a laptop and 27 of those students do not own a four-wheeler. So 45 students own a laptop. That's going to go here. And 27 of these do not own a four-wheeler. So right here, 27. Okay, next one. There are 35 students who do not own a laptop, and 12 of these own a four-wheeler. So do not own a laptop, 35, and 12 of those own a four-wheeler. So we've got 12 right there. All right, now we can find our totals because remember, 27 plus what is 45? And you know that's 18. You just take 45 minus 27. 12 plus what is going to give you 35? The answer is 23. Now just add them up. This is going to give you 30. This is going to give you 50. My brain is not working. And then those two give me 80. And hopefully those also give me 80. So that's how we fill one out. Now, if for some reason you chose to put four-wheeler and no four-wheeler, laptop and no laptop, it would work. It would just, it would have the same numbers. They just would be a little bit differently located. All right, so let's check this one out. We're going to complete this frequency table. Bob asked 100 adults, boom, right here, what type of music they would enjoy. And now this one is a two-way table, but notice there are 4 columns that you could choose from. Okay, they could choose jazz, rock, classical, or folk. All right, so we've got men and women, and then which one they choose. So if this is 21 and 12 are here, then we could fill that out because that would have to be 9. 12 plus 9 is 21. Okay, notice in this top row, men, if there are 52 total men, I can take 52 and subtract these 3 and see what I'm missing here, which would be 17. And now, 52 plus what gives me 48, or 148. Okay, 4 plus what equals 11? That's going to be 7. And now again, I can calculate that total because I have all of those numbers, which is 9. Now I can do this. 17 plus 23 is 40. 19 plus 9 is 37 or 28. Oh my goodness, my brain is fried today. And just to double check this, 21 plus 40 plus 28 plus 11 should be, and when I add it up, I get 100. So I'm right. That is right. Now they're going to ask us a couple questions, so we have to sort of look back and decide how many women did not choose classical. So here are our women. 9 of them chose classical. How many did not? Well, that's this one, and this one. So we have to add the 9 plus 23 plus 7. So that's 39. 39 ladies that did not choose classical. All right. How many people responded to the survey? That's a total question. 100. What do the joint frequencies represent? So these are joint frequencies all right here. So really it's the breakdown of men and women who prefer thick musics. So it's the breakdown of men and women who prefer specific musics. Okay, maybe it's, or how the total of men and women, and which type of music they prefer. Okay, somehow explaining that men and women and 4 different types of music. All right, let's flip that baby over. We're going to talk about calculating relative frequencies. A relative frequency is a ratio of the number to a total, and we divide it, and we're going to give it as a percent. Sometimes it is given as 2 decimal places. Sometimes it is given as a percent. I'm going to go ahead and leave them as percents because I think you guys can rock that, and because I asked for that. Okay, a conditional relative is the ratio of a joint to a marginal. That's conditional. Okay. Let's do this, right? In the table below, right here, we got kids, people who like snowmobiles and not snowmobiles, skateboards to not skateboards, okay? In the table below, compute the relative frequencies, So that would be for these. So I'm just going to leave this 80, 45, 25, 10, and it's out of 160. What that means is 105 over 160, which is going to be 65.6%, and then let's see, 55 over 160, which is going to be 34.4%, a relative frequency. So this is of my total of people, 65.6% or 66% like snowmobiles, 34 do not. Now I'm going to find it for this one, which is 125 over 160. That's a quite high, 75%, and then 35 over 160 better be, let's see, 35 divided by 160, 125 divided by 160. Oh, this is 78. I apologize. That makes way more sense because this one is 22. Okay, because together they better be 100. So of my 160 total, 78 like skateboards and 22 do not. That's relative frequencies. That's the frequencies for the totals, okay, compared to the grand total. That's a relative frequency. Now, a conditional relative frequency is when you go by rows or columns inside. So in this one, we're going to go by row. So we've got 80 over 105 and 25 over 105, 55, 160, 125, 35, okay? So for liking snowmobiles, we have 76 and 24, and then we've got 45 over 55, that's going to be big, 82%, and 10 over 55, which better be 18%. So this, by the way, is by rows. So people who like snowmobiles and people who do not like snowmobiles. So there are the people who like snowmobiles. 76% of those people who like snowmobiles also like skateboards, and 82% who don't like snowmobiles still like skateboards. So skateboards are pretty popular here. Okay, then by column. So we've got 80 over 125 and 45 over 125. We've got 25 over 35 and 10 over 35 for my totals. So I get 64% and 36% here. So those people who like skateboards, 64% of them like snowmobiles, and then 71% and 29% people who don't like skateboards. All right, so that's relative frequency by column. Now, by this column, these are all the people. This is the percentage of people who like skateboards, the percentage of people who like skateboards, and the percentage of people who do not like skateboards. This one up here are the percentage of people who like snowmobiles and the percentage of people who don't like snowmobiles. Moving on, almost done here. Let's do one more. You know what? I think you guys are good. On your lab sheet, there are really two, the front and back sheet are great. And if you are not in class, I'm not going to make you do the other final sheet, so you don't need to worry about that back sheet. Okay? If you've got any questions, two-way tables can be confusing. Please come and see me, and I can help you out. Or maybe talk to a friend who is in class, and they can help you out too. All right. Thanks. Good luck.